Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do an updated video on my new mock hospital bassinet because I really wasn't happy 100% with how it was. So I have totally transformed it. So if you're interested in knowing how I did it and what I did, then stay tuned. So I was talking to Brett a few days ago and showed him my, version of my mock hospital bassinet. And I was telling him how I wasn't happy with the way that the tub was at the top, the container. It was just so rectangle shaped, and that lip around the top. It just really didn't appeal to me. And I talked to him and I said, "What do you have any ideas of what I could do to modify it?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "I think we could like cut the top off and make it look more realistic." And I said, "Awesome." So he said we just need to go to Bunnings to pick up few little tools. So off we went to Bunnings and we bought a hacksaw and we bought some clear plastic tubing. I think it was 5 mils thick in diameter. And so what we did was we got the tub. I'll just back off a little bit. So we got the tub. Sorry about the shadows. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So what we did was we got the tub that I had before, and I went on the internet to have a look at examples of the beds that are in hospitals. And I noticed that the shape was like that with the curve down. And so then I roughly like got my marker pen and we marked out roughly the levels. And then after we went to Bunnings to get the tools that we needed, it wasn't easy. I won't, lie about that. It was not easy. Plastic can break, obviously, and we did have I had one tiny crack right at the end, and then as we were going down from the thick top down, it started to crack a little bit. So we had to take our time and do it really slowly, and luckily it did work in the end, but it could have went south at any time. Um, so once we marked it out with a ruler to make sure all the measurements were accurate and we had all the correct dimensions and, it was even on both sides, Brett did the hacksawing that I held for him. So the plastic was more stable and we cut all around it. And the hardest part was this. This with a hacksaw is very hard. So in the end, we had to get a soldering iron and use the solder to melt just that corner there, like to melt the rest of the plastic off. And then I had to finally sand all around the edges. And then Brett had to cut this little plastic piping here, which I'll just zoom in so you can see that there. He had to cut that little tubing down the middle. And then we just had to, like, it's not glued on or anything. We just had to open the cut and pop it on, and it sort of shut around the plastic edge. And I'm telling you that plastic edge, like before it had the plastic edge, it really looked just like cut plastic. Like it just looked really home job. But then the minute that we added that plastic tubing just made it look like real, like genuine. So if anyone is thinking about doing something like this, I really strongly encourage you to get that. It's just from your hardware store, that clear plastic piping. And as I said, we got the 5 millimeters thick diameter. There was a 3 one and there was a bigger one, but definitely the 5 was the exact right one. And then so I basically I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see what the whole thing looks like. So that's it together. It's still, what I'm thinking is that this being black makes it look really like small, even though that's almost the same size as the top. Because it's black, it's making it look really tiny. And Brett did suggest painting that white, which I know would look better, but I just don't want to risk that because, when paint starts chipping off over time, that would really bug me. So I'd rather just keep it genuine. I'd rather it just not be perfect but still be good. Look like new, even though it would look better probably white. I'd rather it stay looking new forever. And I'm trying to think. So, yeah, that's the finished. It looks obviously better if I had the camera the other way and you just see that, not all the stuff at the side. But obviously, being YouTube, you got to keep the camera this way, fill up the screen. But, and then the other thing was, I've got her wrapped up sort of more like a newborn. You know how they, in the hospital, they have the little caps on and they're wrapped up, even though she's wearing she's one of those nice photography wraps. I do have a hospital blanket and I do have tons of hospital band IDs, but I don't know. I just prefer, you know, more sort of softer things. I'm not really into that hospital type look with the white, with the, you know, the colors that the hospitals have on those wraps. I prefer more, you know, more girly sort of thing. I certainly wouldn't be suitable for my boys, but I could easily transform it for a boy. But I think I'm just going to keep it for my girls because I do have way more girls than boys anyway. But I could change it up. I could just take that little thing off, just blue tacked on, take some bows off, or I can even leave that on if I wanted, and then just change the base of it from pink. So I can change around, but I just wanted to give a huge thank you to Brett for helping me to transform this. I'm so happy with it. It looks 100 times better than the tub before that. So I wanted to thank him for all of his help in transforming this. And I hugely appreciate his time, his patience, and his effort. And so I think that's about it that I wanted to share with you today. I just absolutely love it. I just love when I walk into my nursery. I'll show you what it looks like from this angle. I love it when I walk into my nursery and I see this. It looks just, and then with the little trolley underneath. I'm going to move it a little bit. There we go. Push it over. Yeah, so it looks so real when I walk in here and I see that. They just look so like a nursery, like a hospital one, especially with her wrapped up like that. Just looks so genuine. And then all the little baby things underneath. It's hard to show you because I'm trying to edge my way out a little bit to show you what it looks like. So it's awkward because the drawers come out sideways. So when it's like this, you have to pull it out and then you have to pull the drawers out sideways. But I just think it personally looks so much better. Like, so thank you so much, Brett. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, the updated version of it. And like I said, it is really, like, this is $9.99. See the hacksaw, and this piping was fairly cheap. I think it was $8 for like 5 meters, which you don't need. You only need, I say only like 1.5 meters. So it's very cheap, but like I say, it's not easy to do. You could easily crack the plastic, so you have to go really slow, and you definitely need a hacksaw. That corner would be, I think it'd be pretty impossible to do. You could do it if you did it so slowly, but it would be really hard work. But anyways, that's what I want to share with you today. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the new updated mock hospital bed, baby bed, and hopefully you liked it. So anyways, thanks for watching. I have my box opening. I'm gonna have my box opening. Probably won't be my next 1 or 2 videos, depending on post. But it's coming up really soon, and I'm getting really excited. She's all paid for, and she's going to be popped in the post, I think, tomorrow, if everything goes well. So she is coming from the other side of Australia. So I'm not exactly sure when she'll arrive, but I'd say probably middle of next week, unfortunately. So like I said, it won't be the next probably 1 or 2 videos, but it won't be far away. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on that notification. Hit the little notification bell so you'll get notified straight away when that upload is up with my new box opening. I'm so excited, and I hope you all had an awesome weekend. And it's the middle of the week here. It's Wednesday. So it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny winter's day. So I'm going to be enjoying that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support on my channel. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this today. So thanks for watching. It's bye for me and this little girl. She's so, so sweet. Looking so adorable. Until next time. See you later.